up to where Georgia gets plenty done. The defensive touchdown, ultimately the decider. Jordan, I'll start with you. Just your reactions to Georgia winning the national championship.
Unreal. I mean, the shots of Stetson Bennett on the sideline, the relief. I mean, that's why we love college football.
Benjamin, what would you use to describe the way that it was down there as you watch your alma mater win the national championship?
Very anxious, but euphoria. This was a long time.
Knowing in his head, I've got to stay focused. I got to set that example for my team. How would you describe the job that he did?
Well, a team takes on the personality of their coach. And so we talked about if a coach is super tight during the game, the team's going to play tight. The coach isn't focused, the team's not going to be focused. And so he knew, and I think everybody on the sideline knew that it was going to take 60 minutes to this game. Has been a lot of pressure for families. A lot of times we don't talk about the families of, the wives of all of these coaches on both sides, the families, the kids, what they have to deal with. So it's an exciting time for them as well.
Top guy. But where does Kirby slide in for you when you think about the current coaches in college football, especially after this win and this run from this Georgia team this year?
I think he's right up in the conversation with.
Is it going to be Kirby?
Well,
is it going to be Jimbo? I think it's going to be really fascinating in the SEC to watch. So.
And Jimbo's in the West, so that's going to be a more regular competition. But I don't know. We think we probably just continue to see this Georgia and Bama team in the SEC championship game potentially. I don't want to go ahead and project that because people at home are like, give somebody else in the SEC East a chance.
It's just not a lot of coaches that have national championships.
That's right.
It's crazy.
It's not a many of them out there. So Kirby puts himself in rare air when he has now.
We can't forget that.
He ain't in the same boat as Georgia right now, though.
All right, so I do want to let you guys know, we're hearing from Saban's press conference that he was asked about Jameson Williams' injury and that he said,
To me, that was the difference in the game. Not allowing Bryce Young to make those plays that he usually makes.
To me, if there was one play that I think changed the momentum in the course of this game, it was the crossing route that Ajayi Hall dropped on the 4.
That's what really swung the momentum. I thought, and anytime you have a safety miss a tackle, I'm a safety, so I got to talk about it.
You're the last line.
Plays that maybe don't get the notoriety kind of stood out. Zamir White had some really physical runs. To milk the clock on that long drive by Georgia. He averaged 6.5 a pop.
Like in those moments,
line pushing everybody. Zamir running people over.
You in the mouth. You know it's coming. And there's nothing you can do.
Just physical football. It's a brand of football that we don't see as often anymore, even at the college or the NFL level, right? But Georgia has made it their identity, and it won them a national championship tonight. We've seen Kirby Smart with confetti all in his hair. He's had the cigars. He's been jumping on his players' backs. Now he's had to settle down a little bit and head inside to the podium with the reporters. Let's go live to his press conference. Well, we're getting to this point.
It's such a great university, and for so long they've been such a good team with so much talent and really never been able to win the big one. And you always knew they're going to be one of the most talented teams in the country. They're going to get
the nod to Saban. I mean, think about the fact that Kirby plays at Georgia, he coaches at Georgia, then he goes to Alabama and he learns under who argue of accomplishment, if that's the right word. In the fact that the work that he's done over his 70 years of life and all the championships he's won is helping younger people do the same thing at other programs.
Yeah, I think it's a common misconception that Nick Saban just wants to beat everybody. He actually just wants the sport to be strong in a lot of ways, and it's not that he wants to lose this national championship by any means, but I think there is a little bit of pride, to your point, in lending that helping hand and bringing some of these younger coaches along. We've got so when you hear his maturity, Benjamin, and the way that he's led this team to this point, to winning a national championship while being doubted the entire time, how would you describe Stetson Bennett?
Well, for me, it was what he said about being ready to go into 2 minutes.
I don't think he ever let himself believe that he was good enough. I think that's why it bubbled over there, right? In order for him to be this successful and to get here, I think he always had to believe that he wasn't.